All right, everyone. Here we are. Here's what we're doing today. Today, we're going to be taking this beast of a kit, the Master Grade Faz from the year 2000, the original one, and we're going to be adding some accents to it, some panel lining, a little bit of maybe some accent painting. I don't know yet. We'll see how far this takes us and how I feel tonight. So, yeah. And also, I'm going to cut this into a tutorial in case you need to know a thing or two about some good old panel lining. So, sit back, enjoy. Here we go. Let's have some fun. Alright, so first things first, when you're panel lining a kit, first thing, it helps to just have it built. You can panel line on the runner if you want to. There's really nothing wrong with that. It's preference, really. Some people, it's steadier to do. I know with the face pieces of most Gunpla, it's even smarter to panel line it while the pieces are still on the runner. But in this case, I went ahead and built it up. This thing is huge, and I have plenty of canvas to work with, I guess I'll say. Yeah, the first thing you're going to want to do is take it apart. So let's do that. One thing to take into consideration while you're pulling these apart is looking at where you're gonna have to go behind and go back. Like right here, there's a mold line. You can't really see it because it's a white part, but there's a pretty hellacious mold line on this shoulder armor here, on the wing, if you will. I see some places that could use a little bit of scribing, but I think it'll actually still take the paint pretty well. I'll just go over and do it how I know and show you what I know, and we'll just get this thing looking generally better. Let's see. So I see a few things I'm going to start, and I'm just going to start sanding and fixing. But all in all, making me happier. Don't fuck anything up. That's rule number one. Don't fuck up. And here we are. It is time for us to begin the journey of panel lining. You're gonna need this. Let's get your lighter fluid. This is lighter fluid. This is just me using things that I know work. Things that I've used for a very long time. Things that I've tried all the home stuff, and it just, like all the other alternatives, and it just gets old. It just gets annoying. So I'm just, all right, so I'm back. I'm Q-tipped up. Generally, you're gonna need Q-tips, the Tamiya panel line accent color. Like I said, I'm using black and gray, and lighter fluid because it's the least likely to damage your parts while you're trying to clean it off. I've seen people use alcohol and screw up paint jobs. I've seen people use certain types of enamel thinner or I have personally used certain types of enamel thinner that have just ruined paint. And it ruined plastic, make it cloudy and just all in all ugly. One of my favorite models, the GPO 1FB. I'm gonna buy another one just to repaint it because it ain't good. Well, anyway, let's start, shall we? Alright, so step one, you're pretty much going to take this bottle. Make sure it's all nice and shook up. As you can see, it's a little dirty. I've used it. Open this bad boy up, and the rest of it's really easy. It's self-explanatory. It's hard to get wrong. And take it. Don't have too much on here, because you will flood the grooves if they're really, really small. But as you can see, like, you see this looks like a hunk of white plastic right now. Watch what happens. Or watch what hopefully happens when I take it and just set it right in this panel line. You can see it starting to just hitting all the corners really helps me. One right there. Use gravity. Gravity's your friend. There we go. Halfway down. Do it again. Alright. That's pretty good. And look, here's some squares right here. Just touch one of their corners. And you see how it just brought that to life without me even cleaning it up or doing anything yet? That's the goal. That's gonna look nice too. Alright, let's see. Ooh, right here. Here's a good one. Give me a little bit more. I'm not going to use the Q-tips yet. It's best to take your time and do a few things to let it dry just a little bit. Oh, that was satisfying. Just to let it dry for a little while. There we go. Perfectly done. And that's like, that's cool. That's a pattern too. But no, you're pretty much just going to go through every part and do a lot of it. For these parts, I'm using black because they're parts that are going to be seen. And they're not necessarily low detail parts. So I want to really make them stand out. On the bigger pieces with the bigger seam lines, I'm going to do gray. To start off, say you're done putting your panel liner in there, and it looks dirty. Let me find a dirty piece. Find a dirtier piece. Yeah, let's just say you're done putting in the panel line, and right there on the leg joint where you see this little circle right here, that obviously is a little bit dirty. You know, it could be used to a nice little cleanup right there. So what you do, first things first, is you take your Q-tip, because Q-tips are important. You open up your lighter fluid. Please be careful with lighter fluid, y'all. Be you know, sensible at least. Take it. I put it on just one of the gently, carefully put it on one of the sides of the Q-tip. And you don't want too much you don't want too much lighter fluid on there, because what will happen is it will seep down in there and it'll wash out your panel line, and you don't want that. There's just a lot of things it could do if you have too much. Too little, and you might end up smearing it or being too rough. You just have to kind of find that good happy medium for it. It's not difficult. But it's also not the easiest thing in the world to do. There we go. So I start real light dabbing it in circular motions. And for the most part, on pieces like this and small details, that's all you really need. And then I go back over with the dry end. Give it a rub down with the dry end. Then I come back. Even if it looks like it might be clean, hit it with the lighter fluid again, just to be sure. See, I got a little bit on this side right here. Just wipe that right off. Hit it with the dry one. See if I can do this kind of in the camera more for you. Right here. See how that just kind of gets rid of all that excess. Little circular motions over the detail parts. And this is just with barely in there. And then hit it with the dry. Now, white plastic honestly is really hard to keep clean when you're panel lining. So this is a real test, honestly. Haven't really found that many that are as difficult as this. There we go. A little bit out right there. And then you're pretty much going to go through and do this on most of the kit. Or, well, you know, the whole kit, wherever you panel lined. There we go. And one thing, if you're wiping it and it starts to smudge, like it is right here, kind of around there, stop and let it dry. Go to another piece and come back to it. You'll thank me for that bit of advice. What that does is it allows it to dry, and you don't end up oversaturating the part with whatever solvent you're using. You know, lighter fluid in this case. I think this is kind of a weird angle, but whatever. So just go back to it. Make sure you take turns drying it as well. And sometimes all you need is a clean Q-tip to keep you going. And then eventually you'll get it to, see right there, that little dirty spot. Eventually you'll get it to right where you want it. If you just keep working at it and don't be afraid to redo it, don't give up. Don't give up, don't give up. If you do watch this, I hope you're having a good day. I hope, you know, hope you're able to make it through your day. There we go. There he is, panel line, detailed, good to go. But this thing's ready for my shelf, and I'm not mad about how it came out. And hopefully, if you watch this, you got to enjoy it. And I appreciate everyone that does. Slowly but surely, everything is going to get better. Whatever you're going through, take time to breathe and
Enjoy these things. You know, hobbies, what you love to do. Other than that, that's me. I'm signing out. Thank you so much. Let's go.